Hi, good afternoon. Some of you might have seen that there's a debate today in Parliament on smoking policy, the future of smoking policy. And there's going to be a vote today about whether we ban people who turn 15 in 2024 from ever being able to buy cigarettes or cigars or shisha or anything else. Just to be clear, this isn't going to affect those who are above that age. It's not going to, so people who are currently smoking, you're not going to be banned from smoking. It's just going to apply to those who are younger or turn 15 in 2024. I've been thinking long and hard about this. I'm no fan of smoking. I don't smoke myself, apart from the occasional cigar. I actually grew up in a house full of smoke. My dad used to smoke over 20 cigarettes a day. He fortunately, about 15 years ago, he went cold turkey and completely gave up. I saw how hard it was for him to give up. And actually, if he hadn't have given up when he did, he might have required a triple heart bypass at a later point. So I get it on smoking. I completely get the health risks. But I just think that this is an issue that seems to be dealing with itself naturally by choice. I mean, 1981, we had approximately 26% of 15-year-olds, for example, regularly smoked. It's now 2%. That's a dramatic reduction. So it kind of feels that it's being phased out naturally by choice. And I think, if there's ways in which we can regulate it, particularly I know with vaping, there's some concerns about vaping and perhaps we need some smarter regulation around vaping. And I'm up for having a debate on that. But I just feel that this sort of complete ban, I think is not the right thing to do. And also practically, in terms of how this would actually work, I can imagine a decade or so time. You have somebody who could be 42, who could be legally able to buy cigarettes from the 41. He's with them, their friend. Mine isn't allowed to. It's illegal for them to. And how is this going to be policed? Potential concerns about how it fuels the black market. There's also a concern I have here about this slippery slope. Look, I don't like smoking, but I don't like banning things. And if we are going to ban things and restrict people's individual freedoms, there needs to be a very compelling and powerful argument for it. That threshold has to be met. And my concern is that the principle behind this argument on smoking, I think, could almost apply equally to alcohol, could apply to sugar, salt. I mean, where does it stop? Ultimately, I do think it needs to stop somewhere. So when it comes to tackling smoking, when it comes to raising awareness about the risks and the health negatives of smoking, absolutely, I'll be there communicating those risks. But look, we are living in a world where naturally young people are not picking up smoking. There's been a dramatic reduction. Therefore, in many senses, I don't think there is a necessity for this. No other country has done it. New Zealand looked at doing it and then didn't do it because they thought it was the wrong thing to do. So I think it's not a huge issue. I think it's illiberal, and therefore, those are the reasons why I won't be voting for it today. Some people might see that I vote against it, might think, oh, is he pro-smoking? Absolutely not. But what I am is pro-individual choice, and I think practically this is a flawed policy and I won't be supporting it. Thank you very much.